All right, boys, the leaks we covered earlier, the articles that were not there. Miso Shiro here just put up a video and has all of the, somebody like clipped all the articles and he's got them all linked right here. So big shout out. If you haven't seen this guy, I don't know what you're doing. He does a podcast with that's Cal to Rock and Dead Rabbit, the Path to Exile podcast. Definitely go check it out. But look, man, I wanted to see that Mercenary. I was laying on the couch. We just finished Skinwalker Ranch, and yeah, he delivered. Okay, so look, here's the deal. Here's the deal. Let me move myself. Okay, this is what I wanted to see. As you know, I love me some Mercenary. Smoother crossbows and stronger combos. After the Warrior, one of the biggest improvements of patch 0.3 concerns the fluidity of crossbows and more generally the feeling of skills. The Mercenary is the big beneficiary, but these changes also benefit all classes. Good to know. Yeah, I mean, if you've played Mercenary, you know that sometimes your crossbow jams and you're stuck there and it just doesn't shoot properly. Yeah, two major tweaks made the run and gun gameplay. It's very likely I'm gonna be doing Mercenary again. Okay. And after this, I'm going to film another video about all the skill gems that have been data mined, and they look absolutely insane, including a Mercenary that you can summon and give it its own skill gems and support gems along with armor. So it's basically PoE 1 League right now, Secrets of the Atlas. And I have a feeling it's going to be maybe on like the Tactician Ascendancy. I have a feeling it's not going to be like, you know, everybody can do it. It's going to be something tied to like the Mercenary, you know? Anyway, crossbow reload. It no longer penalizes your movement. Huge. Absolutely massive. And skills that can be used while moving. Slow penalty is now much shorter. Because, yeah, when you're running, like, oh, and then you boom, like you literally go to like a crawl to shoot. You know, now you're just which makes sense because, like, especially when you're just spraying like galvanic, sure, there's gonna be some kickback, right? But it shouldn't like slow you down to a crawl. So this is gonna make mapping so much faster. I'm excited. As a result, the Mercenary can shoot, move, and chain with unprecedented speed, which radically changes the feel of the class. I know, I feel like a lot of people don't play Mercenary, and I don't know why. Play it. It's so good. I've got tons of build guides. They're probably still going to be viable, okay? At least half of them, right? Combo mechanics. The team also sought to make combinations of elements more relevant and sustainable. Shock doubled the duration, giving more time to exploit the damage. It was 8 seconds. It was 4 seconds before. Now it's 8 seconds. So if they keep everything on the passive tree, we could get this. Shock never going to run out. And then like for the pet, obviously, you know, the shock on hit is good if you're running a companion, but God, just doubling that alone is massive. That's huge. I feel like that's too much. I mean, I'll take it, but that feels, I mean, if they've redone the passive skill tree like they've, you know, people are talking about, then maybe they got rid of some of those nodes with just, you know, upped shock duration, because it's like, you know. Plasma Blast. As you know, we did a crazy Witch Hunter Plasma Blast build, and they nerfed Scatter Shot. So instead of doing 3 big beams, it just did 3 little baby beams in Dawn of the Hunt. Now increases the damage dealt to shocked enemies much more. All right, Plasma Blast is back on the table, boys. All right. So once you shock them, you just just get them real good. Ooh. I wonder if we can like one-shot T4 Zex 30 mil. All right. Chill and freeze. Slows and freezes last longer, and skills like permafrost bolts take full advantage of this mechanic. Okay. All right. Permafrost's kind of not really usable because it just didn't do a lot of damage. There was one of the first ones. It consumes freeze on enemies to do like 700% more damage or something. So I wonder how permafrost is going to change if we can actually do. See, my thing is like the ice skill, like the ice wall. We did a Coming Calamity build with the ice wall and just all the heralds. But there's the one that shoots like a machine gun, but it shoots the ice shards at the ground. I forget what it's called. That sucks. If they made that like shock burst rounds, permafrost, and then that would be fucking cool. Like lightning builds are just always the go-to, right? But if they change that, that would be awesome. Burn persists more, and incendiary shot further increases this specialization. Okay, so incendiary, so they're making a lot of the other skills viable, because a lot of these shotgun blast skills were just like, they didn't do enough damage. They were slow. The reload, you had to use the last whatever the last remnant is what it was called, or something, whatever that's unique bow. I'm fucking brain farting. That unique bow, and then it, you know, sucked 300 life. We, on the video I released earlier, we talked about how they're gonna have like dodge roll to get 3 bolts, so you can have 4 bolts on these shotgun blasts now and just roll to get 3 back. These changes push to integrate secondary damage cold fire lightning into a build that would not have thought of it before. I like that. I like that, because like there's the support gems where like shock lasts longer on like ignited enemy and stuff like that, or don't expire, like stuff like that. So that could be good, right? New synergies between skills. Some combos have been explicitly boosted. Frag rounds, their chain freeze blasts now hit nearby enemies. Okay. Fragmentation rounds was another like shotgun blast. Okay, but that's good. That's good. So it seems like an ice crossbow build is hopefully they change hailstorm rounds to actually be viable, because that would be really cool to see. High velocity rounds plus armor break. A lot of people use this. Pretty good. I never made a build around, just me, you know. Armor fragmentation causes even the weakest hits to deal a portion of the damage of fast projectiles. Perfect to follow up a shotgun blast and finish with frag rounds to demolish bosses. Okay, so you're going to use that armor break and then switch to like one of these and then finish with fragmentation rounds, which I believe is the one that consumes freeze on an enemy to do like tons of damage. New skill. Oh shit. Mortar cannon. It already sounds fucking crazy. A particularly spectacular novelty, the mortar cannon. Let's see. Raise a cannon totem, which uses socketed grenade skills with significantly improved cooldown recovery rate. Oh shit. We got grenade totems. Oh shit. Totem duration is 8 seconds. Limit one totem. Totem gains 25% to all elemental res. Totem gains plus 10 to chaos res. Okay. So, damn. Socketed grenade skills. That could be crazy. Because grenades are pretty OP. I mean, obviously it's a totem, so I don't know how much it's going to scale. But man, just think. If you get, because like we ran up to what? 3? Usually 3 totems. I think you can run up to like 4. There is that node that, depending on your spirit, it's like 100 spirit per over like the Templar side. So maybe this could be like a Templar build. So once we, you know, get a real good way to scale spirit. But imagine if you were doing a lightning build and you just had 3 of these throwing voltaic grenades, just absolutely just electrifying everything, and then you just come in with like plasma blast and just boom. Or like galvanic shards, just clean it up. Or you can have them do like poison, right? And then come in with explosive shot, right? Just have your totems just blowing poison grenades, just come in as boom, just light it all up. I'm already thinking of builds, man. I love the Mercenary. This is really cool to see. You can end any grenade skill on it. That's crazy. When used, a cannon is summoned, charges and fires the chosen grenade. And it said with significantly improved cooldown recovery rate. So they're going to be throwing grenades like crazy. And then obviously you can do the support gems on multiple skills now. So you could run this scatter shot, right? Have 3 of these. You're throwing 9 grenades at a time. Sign me up. A siege weapon that opens up new strategic possibilities. I like it. I like it. I like my totems. Redesign banners. Okay. Another issue fixed banners. Considered too weak, they have been reworked. I think banners were very strong. In all my really high scaling builds, I ran War Banner, and it would take my DPS from like, with all my buffs and rage, it would be like 120, 130,000 on like the base crossbow. And when I would throw down War Banner, it'd go to like 240,000 base DPS. War Banner was absolutely insanely strong, but you couldn't have it on some of the pinnacle bosses. You know, if you're mapping, you had it for map bosses, no problem. Just throw it down and just go to town. But if they reworked it to be even stronger, that's crazy. Extended duration, I like that. I mean, with we had them around like 9-10 seconds with some support gems. No longer disappear when you leave their area. I do like that change. I like that. So like if you have to dodge something, you go out of the way, you come back in, you're right back in it. I like that change. Removal of the value system. What's that mean? They now offer more consistent and powerful bonuses which can be activated thanks to glory. Interesting. I wonder what the value system is. Is that because we had it so we would gain 75. Oh, the value, that must be valor removal. So because it would scale with valor. Like I would pump 75 valor and I would have the extra. The quality gave it what, 12% quality, and then you could get some nodes. So like we increased the magnitude that it would buff the skills, and it got really crazy. So if they say it was too weak and then they removed the valor system, but then they made them stronger, I wonder if by doing this means it's stronger, but then since the valor system's removed, if it's even gonna scale as high as it used to. We'll have to see about that. But yeah, that's the Mercenary, and I am super excited for that. Hell yeah, man. I'm probably 99% going with Mercenary. I want to see, we'll see tomorrow. We got just like 17 hours. Ooh, baby, I'm ready. But yeah, I'm probably, depending on how they rework the ascendancies, is going to choose the ascendancy, but I'm probably 100% going with Mercenary with those changes. Drop in cannon totems? That's crazy. Anyway, big shout out to Miso here, and go subscribe and check him out. And if he sees this and he ever wants to put me on the podcast, man, I can yap. Let me know. I'll hang out with the boys. Anyway, yeah, that's crazy. Tomorrow, come hang out. I know like there's a ton of us gonna be streaming it and co-streaming it and making videos. There's a lot of content creators in the space, but you know, come hang out. Anyway, you know the drill. Subscribe, come back. See you on the next one.